A little drizzly outside and cloudy today. I haven't done a live in a while, but man, have I got a special treat for you guys. You see the size of those monster cherry cookies? Man, these things are awesome. So I'm going to treat a few of them live with you guys. We'll kind of go through the process with them. I might switch you around a little bit on the screen and put you up on my stand. But I'm going to start off with this nice size one right here. From the longest point here to here, they're around 23 inches or so. I have a few of them. You can see a few of them are just a little bit smaller. So this trunk of this tree was kind of buttressed a little bit. So it started off larger and then it slowly got smaller. But we're going to treat it here with the pentacryle. And they so graciously, Preservation Solutions Incorporated saw my short and said, we want to join up with you and help you preserve those beautiful cookies. And I said, well, that would be absolutely fantastic. So we're using their products. They got a lot of different products. I got something called wood juice. And sorry, but I got limited space here. My other shop is full of other stuff. So we got the polycryle, which that you mix with the water. It's like a fortifier for if you have, like, say, spalty or a little bit of punkiness in your wood. You mix that probably about 50% the first time if it's really punky, so that it'll soak into the material. And then as you apply up to 3 coats, each time you make the saturation a little less, as it doesn't need to go in as far as it slowly hardens up the wood. And of course, your end-grain sealer is always a nice thing. And then over here, I got a bunch of this here, and that's a wood juice. So you guys that might be wanting to do cookies, and if you're fortunate enough, like I am, I have a lot of like walnut and some cherry that had kind of died on the stump, and it's kind of dry, semi-dry. So that wood juice is really nice for that. Anything for, like, say 20% or so or less, you don't need to use this heavy concentration right here. So let's get you set up, and we're going to go ahead and treat a few of these cookies and saturate them really good. I didn't have a big enough container for them to fit in, so we'll have to paint them. We can't soak them. So we'll be just dumping it on there, letting it soak through. You'll see it'll because in grain, it'll end up actually coming all the way through. So I'm going to do a couple with you guys this afternoon, since I haven't done a live in a while. And then I'll do a follow-up video later when we'll be doing more of these. I have some white oak cookies, some walnut cookies, and we'll just be doing all kinds of stuff, especially for the holidays. So let's just get you switched around and set up over here on the let's see, what did it do? Is it going to, let's see, oh, we go. You know, it's a learning curve, guys. It's a learning curve. So we'll get you right there. I don't know. Let's see. All right. I don't know if I can zoom out. I think we're in. Oh, it zooms in, but it won't zoom out. So that's what we got. I got a wide angle lens for my cell phone, but if I put it on there, then I can't see the other parts of the phone, whether it's working or not, because it covers up the red "You're filming live" button. So I wouldn't know if it got cut off or not. You just really want to saturate this stuff, you know, especially towards the outside. With these cookies, that's the first thing that starts drying is the outer side. And it tries to relieve it, and that's when you end up with a crack. So this also will help, not guaranteed, but it helps to keep the bark on, because that saturates down in there and relieves some of the stress on the outer rim. So hopefully it won't pull the bark off, or the bark won't pull off, because it's shrinking. You can just about dump this stuff on there. What I like about this product too is it's all water soluble. So it's just soap and water cleanup. You definitely want to wear gloves because, you know, this does replace the liquid in the wood, the molecules. It goes in and gets rid of the water and stuff. And obviously you want water in your skin and you don't want to dehydrate yourself, more or less is what it would do. So you want to make sure you wear some gloves to protect your hands. I've treated quite a bit of stuff already. It's sitting out there drying, and we'll continue to do this. Probably sometime around the first of the year, I'll unwrap a lot of these because they're wrapped in like a paper, like a wrapping paper, brown wrapping paper. So I'll open some up right around the first of the year, and we'll take a good peek at them and see what they look like. So they'll dry all back to the natural color. Fully sandable. You can stain it. They do say it's best to use like an oil based stain, not a water-based stain, or an oil finish is best. Not really wanting to use a water-based product to finish. But that's always better anyways. A nice oil finish is so much better than like some of them other finishes. The oil also gets in the wood and helps to preserve the wood. But generally, you got to do this over the next 3 days. Take it and saturate them really good. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I got 12 altogether of these, and some of them I had bought some of this ahead of time, and they saw my short and they wanted to reach out to me, the company, and help us finish these cookies. So some of them I've already finished or got saturated, and some of them I haven't. So for temporary, I'm just going to set this aside. Sorry, I'm out in my evening clothes. Let me pick out a nice big one. Some of them were huge at the base. I had a fun time cutting these on the mill, that was for sure. You've probably seen that video. That video is up, so you can go back and look through the videos, and you'll see me cutting these and what I did to have everything set up. We have a special kind of a jig on the saw that allows us to hold these. I did have one mishap, unfortunately. It moved a little bit, and the blade went up and got caught, and it was quite an incident. I didn't share it on the film, but it ended up bending the blade, so it ruined that blade. So that was an $80 blade. So I got $80 worth of blade into this stuff already. It's just part of sawmilling. It happens, and it happens very quickly. So not a lot you can do about it. You just put a new blade on. But I've got a really nice dry place. It's a building that doesn't have any windows in it, so this stuff can dry nice and slow throughout the winter. And these are going to be absolutely beautiful and worth all the effort when it comes time to finish them. I'm going to make end tables and stuff like that out of them. See how it started coming through? So it takes quite a bit of it. These are pretty big cookies, so I really appreciate them stepping up and helping me out and sharing their product with us, because it is a big blessing. This stuff is It's not cheap, but in the long run, what I would sell these end tables for, or these big cookies for, it's all gonna cover it. There's definitely plenty of profit there. Big old cookies like this, made into like end tables or bar stools or you name it, all kinds of stuff. So they'll bring a premium price, so that's not a problem. It's worth the effort. Dump a little more on here. And I'm just going to finish this one up for this live. Just wanted to kind of show you the process that you got to go through with this stuff. And so that way, if you guys want to, if you have some projects like this, you can reach out to them and they'll answer any questions you have. I'll put a link to their website on there, on the live information area. But it's Preservation Solutions Inc. So you can look them up online. And I know that they're really nice people, and they'll be glad to answer any questions you have. So this is pretty much probably almost the biggest one. There's one more, and this section actually has a hole all the way through. It's like a little handle. So there you go. Big old giant cherry cookies that we've finished this afternoon. It's fun. Just go out in the evening and paint these. You do it, like I say, 3 times. So this is the 2nd time I've done it. Tomorrow I'll do it the 3rd time, and then they'll get wrapped up in a paper wrap, taped up, and then they'll be put on dry storage up on their sides. And that's where they'll hang out for probably till the spring or so. And then like I say, we'll take a couple of these out after Christmas. We'll just take a peek at them. We'll put the moisture meter on them, kind of get an idea of where they're at. And sometime around probably late March, I'll pull them out again, and we'll check the moisture level in them again and see kind of where they're at. That way we can get kind of like, we'll get an idea how long these things take to actually dry. Usually most wood is a year per inch. So this stuff's supposed to speed it up by like 30%. So these are about 1.5 inches, not quite 2 inches. So that'd technically be 2 years. So this time next year, they should be getting pretty good, or getting down to where they need to be. I would say not this March, but the following March, sometime around there, they should be ready. And unless for some reason, you know, conditions are just right and they dry faster. In grain does dry faster, but we don't want it to dry too fast. So anyways, there's that project. Thanks for hanging out with me. I was trying to do more live, so I figured this would be a fun little live to do, and you guys could enjoy. And any woodworkers out there looking for a solution to preserve your wood cookies, well, here's an option for you. You can go check them out and see what you think. So y'all have a good evening.